Greetings, and welcome to the ultimate list of do's and don'ts when visiting Pattaya. Let's continue with our list. Do be cautious when lifting up the toilet seat. In most places around the world, the only thing exciting about taking a dump are the video clips and texts that you are about to view on your smartphone. However, in Thailand, there are other things that might keep you occupied when you lift up the toilet seat, and it might just give you the fright of your life. Unfortunately, snakes are rampant in the rural areas of Thailand, and every now and then, they sometimes manage to crawl up into the drainage system and emerge out of the toilet. If you see one of these bad boys, once you lift up the toilet seat, then I suggest that you get the f*** out of there. Sharpish. Be extra cautious if you are drunk, as your reactions are much slower than normal. And the last thing you want to be doing on your holiday is tackling a snake in the bathroom while you are trying to take a shit. One bite from some of these snakes is sometimes powerful enough to take your cock clean off. So please keep this in mind. Do remember, the first price is never the final price. People in Asia love a bargain, and none more so than here in Pattaya. As a foreigner, you will stand out like a sore thumb to all the vendors and salespeople out here. Just remember that there are normally several different prices for most products here, so never go for the first price. The price structure is as follows: the advertised price, which can always be negotiated; the final price, which is the last price that they will accept; and, in some cases, the Thai price, which is reserved for Thai nationals only. Try to aim somewhere in the middle for a fair deal, but be prepared to walk away if they do not wish to negotiate at all. Remember, there are a multitude of other vendors just waiting to do business with you if this one won't. Do be aware of Songkran. Songkran is Thailand's official celebration of the New Year. Most of Thailand celebrates Songkran over a 3-day period. However, due to the extra tourist money to be made, Pattaya celebrates for a few extra days in addition to all other Thai cities. As with New Year celebrations all over the world, things tend to get a little crazy. But Songkran tends to push the boundaries much further than any New Year's celebrations that I have ever witnessed. The emphasis is basically showering as many people with water as you can, against a backdrop of loud music and semi-naked people. If you have a problem with being constantly bombarded with water pistols, large crowds, loud music, and boisterous people, then please keep away from Pattaya during this period. It can be a lot of fun, but things could turn messy at any given moment. So, weigh up the pros and cons. Then make your decision as to whether you think this week-long party will be for you, or not. If you do decide to come to Pattaya for Songkran, then have yourself a blast. Do be prepared for sudden flooding. Unless you come from somewhere in the tropics, the chances are that you have never seen torrential rain like the rain that pours in the city of Pattaya. This mainly occurs during the rainy season, but it can often occur quite frequently during the dry season too. Thailand unfortunately has a major ongoing problem with most of its utilities, and the drainage problem is certainly one of them. This problem becomes all the more evident during and after a major downpour of rain. It's not unusual for the roads in Pattaya to resemble swimming pools during a heavy rainstorm. So, just to be on the safe side, if you find yourself caught up during a heavy rain session, please refrain from any outdoor activities, like riding your motorbike. The safest option is to stay indoors until the rains and flooding stops. Don't forget that the sale of alcohol is prohibited during the Thai religious holidays. The Thais that are fortunate enough to have jobs normally work 6 days a week. And most of the bar girls are often scheduled to work every day each week, and only usually get 2 days off each month. But before you start to feel sorry for them, just remember that Thailand has almost 30 public holidays each year.
Wow.
Most are for just the one day, but others can go on for longer. On most of the religious holidays, alcohol is not allowed to be sold, which pretty much means that all of the bars and clubs are closed. This action transforms the areas that are usually teeming with thousands of people into virtual ghost towns for the night. So, if you are the type of degenerate that cannot function properly without a daily dose of alcohol, then make sure you are aware of these public holidays when alcohol is not sold, and stock up in your hotel room the day before. Generally speaking, most bars, clubs, and shops obey this rule, if only for fear of getting caught by the police. But as this country seems to put money way above everything else, if you search hard enough, you'll find a few places that will sell you some alcohol on the down low. Failing that, just guzzle down several bottles of beer, get yourself buzzed, and then hit the streets like the big baller that you are. Do avoid nuisance tailors touting for business. One of the most annoying things that can happen to you on your holiday in Thailand is being constantly annoyed by mosquitoes and other insects. The only thing more irritating than the mosquitoes here in Pattaya are the seemingly never-ending stream of tailors that are constantly bombarding you to buy a cheap suit. They can be very annoying, and they do not seem to understand the meaning of the word no. If you think you can walk anywhere in Pattaya for 15 minutes without crossing paths with one of these scumbags, then you are very much mistaken. One method that I use to avoid these little suckers is to put in my earplugs and pretend that I cannot hear them when they're blocking my path whilst yelling, "Suit boss! I make you cheap suit boss!" If this does not work, then I would suggest that you completely blank them out of your mind, and just pretend that you cannot see or hear them.
Weird.